Well, hello everyone and welcome to another exciting episode here at Larry's Tropicals. Today, we're going to be doing yet again another repotting, and this is going to be a much overdue repotting for this Encyclia Alata. Now, mind you, these roots here are aerial roots. We do want to make sure that that is noted, because a lot of times people say, man, this is outgrowing its pot. It is just going crazy out here. These are aerial roots, and they should be kept as aerial roots and not buried in the growing medium, because they'll end up rotting for you. So don't do that, because the plant knows what it's doing. It's putting out aerial roots to take in moisture from the air, and that's what happens naturally. So what we're going to do is make sure that we have a good, clean growing medium here. We have a repotting tray. Make sure you have the next size up pot. We're going from a square pot to a circle pot, but that should not be a problem. Make sure that it's not too much, because all orchids hate lots of air gaps, and if you have lots of air gaps, it's going to lead to not having enough humidity, because the whole part of keeping them nice and root bound is that the potting mix can drain freely, but what moisture it does hold on to, it's going to be really close together. If you have lots of air gaps, just think about it. I mean, common sense pretty much tells you that the more air gaps you have, the less moisture is going to be available for the roots to be touching, and obviously these are tropical, so they like lots of moisture. So that's all we're going to keep in mind. We're going to repot this now, so come on in close and check this out. All right, so the first thing we're going to do that is always the most important, remove the tag and set somewhere that can be found later. You never want to lose the tag. That's the first thing we do on all of our repottings, is remove the tag. Now you can take the pot and fill it up about halfway with growing medium here. This is just a bark medium that has some vermiculite and perlite mixed in. Now we have that about halfway, and we're going to take the pot here next. Now what we're going to do is take our handy dandy snippers here. These have a blade guard here. This is really, really important to have, because the first thing that you're going to want to do is clip the pot, because we always clip the pot and not the roots, because obviously that just does damage. And what this guardrail does is it allows you to stick the guard in the pot and cut down, and that way we're not cutting any roots. It's really, really handy, and I would suggest getting a pair, because I honestly would never repot without using these. It just makes the job so much easier. And we're just going to cut down on both sides, and then simply what we're going to do is butterfly this open. That way you're not doing any damage to the plant. See, butterfly the bottom, and then simply just remove the plant. And there you go. So as you can see, came out really simple, and that's what we want to do. It just minimizes damage to the roots, and this definitely needed to be root bound. There's hardly any growing medium left in here. And what we're going to want to do next is not bury these aerial roots. So we're going to just basically take the growing medium and wiggle it away from the plant, because we don't want that to stay in there, because the old growing medium will rot, and it will actually, it breaks down and decomposes, and then what happens is it holds too much moisture and it leads to root rot. So definitely just it's smart to remove that. That's why we have a second bin here. Then what we're going to do is just take our pot here and make sure that you keep the aerial roots on the outside. See, we've kept them on the outside because, again, we want to keep them as aerial roots. We don't want to bury them, because they already are growing as aerial roots and they will end up rotting for you. So just best to keep them out of the pot. Then what we're going to do is just take, obviously, more growing medium and just backfill in the edges of the pot here. I'm going to get that done, and then I'm going to come back. And there you go. We've simply filled this with the growing medium, and we've packed it down really tight, because again, we like to have the pot more root bound, just really having the growing medium packed in there, because it allows for the roots to have adequate moisture near them. So there you go. So there you go. It is that simple. We have now successfully repotted our Encyclia Alata. This will also apply to all encyclicas, but make sure to check out our encyclica collection at www.larrysorchids.com. We have a lot to offer, very cool orchids, and I love these aerial roots. I mean, let me know in the description box below if you think these are cool or not. I mean, obviously the plant's going to decide what it's going to do, but I just think it adds so much character to have all these roots kind of just splaying over. It just looks really cool and very exotic. So there you go. There is how to repot an Encyclia orchid. Hopefully you enjoyed. And if you did, please click that subscribe button because you know what that does. It helps you stay up to date whenever we upload cool videos like this one. It also helps us know who we're reaching, and it also helps you to be able to share videos with your friends because sometimes it doesn't always apply to you. So if this video applies to you, great. If it doesn't, then share it with a friend that it might apply to because I think they'll enjoy it as well. So until next episode, this is Luke from Larry's Orchids, hoping you're having a great day. And I'll catch y'all later. See ya. Bye.